Welcome back to Rusted Junk, the 80s Movies podcast. Do you find yourself wanting to put on a corked hat, fight crocodiles in the outback and then move to New York? How about befriending an alien by dressing him up as a ghost on Halloween? If so, this is the podcast for you. If you remember searching for that perfect film from Blockbuster, and if you grew up in the UK, waiting for that one VHS copy to be returned to the newsagents, then welcome. We'll have fond memories waiting for you. I'm Charlie, and the rest of the Rusted Junk team are Amanda.
Hello.
Joe.
No to you all.
And Dom.
Hello.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the first of our two Christmas films. We've selected two. Joe's picked one. Joe, you're going first on this one. The second one we're doing is Scrooged, but that's not this time. Joe, we picked a Christmas story, or you picked a Christmas story starring Melinda Dillon, Darren McGavin, Peter Billingsley, and others. We'll get to this because I think it's going to be a very entertaining roll call this time, and not for the reasons you would necessarily think about what they starred in. But we'll get to that. Joe, why a Christmas story? Tell us a bit of the history behind it, significance.
Well, I've always liked A Christmas Story. I saw it in theaters, and it was one of those word of mouth Christmas movies where it wasn't heavily advertised, but it started to grow a following and people started going to it. And then when it was released on video, people started to like it even more. And then fast forward, when did this come out?
1983.
83? Yeah, so fast forward, I would say like 30 years, they started playing it on TBS, TNT, Ted Turner's broadcast stations, 24 hours of Christmas, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, which I think it's a little overkill, but it is a very popular Christmas movie in the United States. I really enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. I know some things are corny in it, and some things maybe you guys won't understand, but I am curious to see what you guys thought about it. And also it's interesting too that I found out that none of you had ever seen it before.
No, not really heard of it, to be honest.
Because I thought that was like one of the Christmas movies that everybody has seen, but oh well.
In this modern age, too many people have lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas.
Mom! Hush! Shut up, Ralphie!
So now, in the spirit of the original,
Me to you! Stop!
traditional, American Christmas,
Thanks a lot!
MGM presents A Christmas Story.
Dashing through the snow
Uncle!
in a one-horse open sleigh. For the field we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits fly. What fun it is to ride and sing!
Ho, ho,
The sleighs are tonight.
Fragile. That must be Italian.
I think that says fragile, honey.
A Christmas Story.
Come on!
The movie that pulls off Santa's beard. And unwraps the secrets
Didn't I get a tie this year?
of the original, traditional,
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
100% two-fisted, red-blooded,
It's smiling at me.
all-American Christmas. A Christmas Story.
Funny, isn't it?
Very fun.
It is. Unfortunately, you're only going to hear three opinions for those that are listening. For those that are watching, they can see the obvious gap that we've got, a very large gap, because everyone's important on the podcast. Dom, unfortunately, can't make it, so he won't be part of the podcast tonight. Unfortunately, he had something he had to deal with, so you get the three of us. But that's fine, because depending on how you feel about it, that might have been 3 against 1. It might be 2 against 1 now. I don't know. Let's see where we go on this. Well, should we start with? I mean, Amanda, do you want to go? Do you want to go first? What did you think? Just a brief overview, and then we can get into the detail later.
A brief overview. Okay. I was expecting something a bit more Christmassy, should I say? Content I found was a little bit strenuous in terms of being Christmassy. And the whole going to school thing was a bit of a surplus to requirements. But having said that, it was watchable. So yeah, I'm a bit in two minds about it. I don't know. It's I wouldn't say it was an overtly Christmas movie. I know there were things about Christmas in it, but the storylines weren't exactly Christmas storylines. Well, that's what I think anyway.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my mum's calling.
Oh, right, okay.
That's fine. There we go.
Excellent. Okay, well, seeing as it's your choice, Joe, I'll go next. I guess it's probably one of those films that got lost in translation. I didn't see it as a I didn't really see it as a Christmas movie when I watched it. It just seemed like a series of events that happened. Oh, and by the way, it's snowing. Oh, by the way, they go and visit Santa. But the rest of it just seemed to be just a series of events that were connected and sometimes not connected. And I didn't think it flowed particularly well. And again, it might be one of those things like, tipping or keeping eggs in the supermarket fridge. The difference between England and the US. I didn't know that, by the way, when I was researching differences in the US. I've got quite a load of them. Loads of them. I did loads of things that I didn't know that you did. They keep eggs in the fridge in the supermarket.
Why?
I don't know, Joe.
Oh, is the country hotter normally?
No, I don't like eggs, but I know that we keep them in the refrigerator. I have no idea why. We even have like a spot for eggs, like little holes that go in the refrigerator. So
yeah, we have egg trays, but they're removable. We don't really. Well, I don't know. We don't keep eggs in the fridge.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we do things differently, like the whole butter thing that you guys do. I don't get, but I guess like if your parents
really don't get butter.
You don't get it on. Look, the
on
whole
sandwiches.
Sandwich thing.
The whole butter sandwiches thing.
What?
Like if you're a little girl and your mother gives you, it's like, oh, here, love, here's a sandwich for you. And she gives you like grilled cheese, tomato, and butter on it. Well, I guess that's actually, I do put butter on my grilled cheese. So well, I have to I put butter on there to make it, know.
Why do you need it? Because you've got the grilled cheese on that one.
Yeah,
so you don't need
the.
Well,
you don't need butter.
I don't want the bread to stick to the pan or the cheese to stick to the pan, so I put some butter in there. But let's, that was a bad.
Hang on, you put your
example.
grilled cheese in a pan.
Yeah, where do you put it?
Under the grill.
Where?
Like grilled cheese. Grilled cheese.
What?
You put it under the grill.
I put it in
in the name.
Like a skillet.
What?
That's fried cheese.
Skillet.
That's fried.
No, it's not. It's grilled.
That's not grilled.
That's not grilled. There's no grill anywhere near it.
What do you put it in? An oven?
We put it in a grill. You've got an oven with a thing that goes in with and it's hot at the top. It's got a grill.
So suppose you don't have space for something like that in your kitchen.
It's an oven. Everyone's got space for an oven. You either
that's
have
what I just said. Do you put it in the oven? Do you
Grill.
put it in the oven to make grilled cheese?
Yes, you put it
the grill in the
on
oven.
the top of the oven. It lights up like a big light, like a big heat lamp.
You either have
You put it
electric
underneath.
grill,
No, we would never do something like
heat
that.
from the top, or a gas grill.
That sounds like
with heat
insanity
from the
to use
top.
the oven for
You don't grill
grilled
then.
cheese.
It's
Well,
not an oven.
you don't grill cheese then, do you? I have got other things, but I realise we never get
Okay.
through the podcast. Can I ask you one more thing? Is it true that you don't have electric showers?
What?
Electric showers. What
Yeah.
the hell is that? We do not. I can confirm that we do not have electric showers.
What?
What are they?
Shower units that you click on with the electric, and then it heats the water in the actual shower unit.
No.
What?
We have.
I thought that was a joke. Honestly, and there's some things that I wrote back. I nearly wrote next to it. That's got to be a joke.
Well, you had to have been to the United States. I know you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember
Only
them
hotels,
having.
though.
Yeah.
Did you take a shower there?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hotels don't have electric showers traditionally. They're all run off the mains, aren't they?
Well, in order for us to get hot water, we have a hot water heater.
Yeah, a boiler.
You know, yeah, basically a boiler, and that's how we get the hot water.
Yeah. Well, we
but
can have
just-
either hot water from the boiler,
Yeah.
or you can have an electric shower. Now, what is good about having an electric shower is if your boiler breaks, you can still have a hot shower.
Well, I think that's pretty cool, actually. I'm not condemning that at all. I'm just condemning the butter stuff.
To be true,
Lots of stuff.
sorry, for dear listeners, we're still going to talk about the film. I mean, I know you do. Some of you actually do genuinely like these little barbs from across the pond, as they say.
So I'm going to say, I'm actually going to bypass what I was going to say about the movie because both of you had mentioned this. How could you say that this isn't a Christmas movie?
It's not
a Christmas movie. It's Christmassy from beginning to end.
It makes
Beginning
Prancer
to
What?
look like the Naked Gun.
I-
It makes Prancer look funny.
It's
which I
about
thought
a
was
boy.
impossible.
It's about a boy who wants a rifle for Christmas,
Yes,
and he's doing everything in his power in order to get that gift.
we'll come to that. But yeah, he asked 23
So how
times.
is it not Christmas?
23 times he asked for the gun, in the film. But yeah, we get that he wants a gun for Christmas. That's fine. How he gets the gun for Christmas is totally illogical. It's
No, it's
totally
not.
illogical. It is.
No, it's not. It happened
It
to
is.
me.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't. Right. Okay. Well, we'll go through that. But anyway,
Yeah, I'd love to share. Well, I could share it later, but I had a similar
we'll,
story
we'll,
like that.
we will get to that.
Okay.
In short, I probably wouldn't watch it again. And I'd probably want, when we talk about the film, to understand a little more about how it is so beloved. Because something like, Home Alone, I can see, that people would like that, and more people would like that aspect to it, and some people like that. But universally, people go, it's funny, the kid's great, Macaulay Culkin, wonderful, robbers, spanners on heads, amazing, great. That's the sort of thing, and it's a great leveler. In this one, I'm not surprised that we haven't heard about it, because there's not a lot, I think, for us to relate to.
It could be because
It could be that.
yeah.
So
But I think this is more of a Christmas movie than Home Alone.
What?
Yes.
that's ridiculous.
How?
That is ridiculous.
I mean, he
I'm sorry.
just basically
We-
left. All right.
No. We have US listeners, and what I don't want to do is drive you all away, because I realise that this is tantamount to one of you coming over here and punching the king, or something. I mean, not that
Be my guest.
not that I
Well,
particularly
it's an
care.
American film. It's like I still like Home Alone.
Yeah, but I
but
can imagine
think-
what our US listeners are hearing now. I was about to say they're spurting out their tea, but they don't drink tea because they're not civilized and they chucked it all in the harbour anyway. But they're spurting up the coffee or chai lattes or whatever it is that they're drinking, simply because they're going, why don't you get this? This is like our Love Actually, or something that's endearing that we watch every year. Actually, that's a bad analogy.
That is.
Yeah. Again, like we always have this debate about Christmas movies, and I guess we can hold that for later too. So
Maybe it's like Nativity. I'm not sure that would translate particularly well over the seas.
Oh, it would. They'd find it charming, and they'd go, "Oh, look at the little ones! Oh, aren't they lovely?" I know this is going to anger you, Joe, and this is part of your next part of the next thing. Die Hard is more of a Christmas film than this is.
There is no way in hell.
It is. Watched
Oh, I
it
dunno.
yesterday.
Draw the
Watched it
line
yes-
there.
What's it?
It's
Anyway, Joe, let's lead me.
Oh, you're on
into-
my side on that one, Amanda.
not. Well, I like Die Hard. It
I do
is
too.
Christmas themed because it's set at Christmas, but it's not necessarily a film about Christmas. It just it's coincidental that Christmas is happening at the
So it's
time
Home
of
Alone then.
film.
I just don't think, when you think of a Christmas movie, you think of family and Christmas. It's something, and I know I'm really happy that Amy got to see it in theaters with you because I know how beloved
sorry.
it is.
We took her to see it last night for the first time in the cinema. That's what Joe means. Yeah.
But it's just something that you don't wait every Christmas to watch. It's because it's violent, it's disturbing. I mean, you want Christmas to have like warmth and happiness and joy. And again, it's like
I had a
Silent
blast,
Night.
by the way. So yeah, I thought it was
All right,
great.
well, Silent Night, Deadly Night. That's not something that you're gonna watch with the kids. And there were a couple that I mentioned, like Batman Returns, with the Penguin. That's takes place all during Christmas. Are you trying to say that that's less of a Christmas movie than Die Hard?
What?
Oh, good call.
Batman
Returns? Yeah.
Batman Returns is set at Christmas, and it has lots of Christmas themes running through it.
So it's a Christmas movie?
Well, yeah. Go on then. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Well, yeah.
He's having to say that because then that discount Die
Oh,
Hard.
really?
Yeah.
Right. What is it called?
You could
What
tell
has
in
it
his
got?
voice that it's
family.
like he doesn't want to say
No,
it.
no,
Yeah.
not at all. Family, Christmas tunes, snow, Christmas trees, presents, Christmas party, Christmas spirit, I suppose, at the end. The genuinely of getting together, Ebony and Ivory, in perfect harmony with the cop. Perfect. What else do you want? What else do you want? Chuck in a few helicopters and hostages and stuff that's Christmas, man.
You mentioned Ebony and Ivory. I was like, what does Ebony and Ivory have to do with Batman Returns?
Die Hard.
You're talking about Die Hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Like I said, I think it's like some hipster doofus. Like at some point, it's like, gosh, I can't believe that Die Hard takes place during Christmas and people don't consider it a Christmas movie. We need to push this. Yes, it is a Christmas movie. And they only do that just to annoy people that know it's not a Christmas movie, like myself and possibly Amanda, just to annoy us, because there's no way in hell. I mean, like I said, it was released in July. If it's a Christmas movie, why would you release it in July?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah,
was it released in July in the UK, though?
Yeah, it was towards it later on. I think it was September, I think.
It's an action movie, and it's like, and I don't even think that they really, over here, they play a lot of Christmas movies. It's different now because you have all streaming and everything. But like when they would have cable, it's not like something where they would go, Christmas Eve, Die Hard. I doubt they would even play Die Hard on Christmas. But again, like I said, it's a bunch of hipster doofuses that are like, yes, it's a Christmas movie, and there's no way you can convince me it's not. And I'm
all right. Quick fire round. Just yes or no. Right? Are these films Christmas movies? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Gremlins.
No.
No.
Good Lord. Right. National Lampoon.
Violence.
No. Die Hard 2.
No.
Okay.
No.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Put it in the title.
We found. Well, see.
Well, that's. I think
Scrooged?
that's. Yes.
Scrooge.
A Christmas Carol
Scrooge
is
okay.
a Christmas story. A Christmas Carol is a Christmas story, and has many movies that were done on it. And yes, that's a Christmas movie. And so is A Christmas Story, because it's called A Christmas Story.
Love Actually.
No.
Love Actually isn't a Christmas movie.
I don't think it is.
The whole thing is set at Christmas.
Nah, but it's all about love, It's not like, and that's the same thing with Die Hard. It's not about Christmas. It's about, killing all the terrorists and saving his wife. It has nothing to do
and
with Christmas.
getting back together and getting the family back together. That's what a Christmas end that is. If this is what I like at Christmas, I've got to be here for New Year, says our gal at the end. Yeah. Right. Anyway, right. Okay. Anyway, back to Christmas Story. So tell us why you, again, we've both given our brief introductions, even though it took like 20 minutes. That's fine. Joe, just give us a bit more background to it.
I guess I could relate to it. That's the whole thing, is that I went through a lot of the things that Ralphie went through, and some of the things that we saw in school, and some of the things that he went through with his parents, I went through, and again, maybe it is a cultural thing where you guys didn't have that. Like where I was talking to Jack, we were talking about Christmas. I told him we were going to do a Christmas story, and I said, like, I don't get the whole king hats that they wear over in England. It's like, what is that? We don't have that over here.
Sorry,
And
what?
Oh, he's talking about the hats you get at Crackers, paper hats.
Oh, they're out of crackers.
Yeah.
Party hat.
Do you pull? You don't have Crackers, do you?
No.
You don't have crackers.
Well, we're not ruled by royalties.
We're not either.
Why would you say Crackers to do with the royalty?
Well, because you wear a crown. You wear a crown.
No. The crackers thing originated in Victorian times.
By the Queen?
No.
No, it's just they wanted to pull things. You would.
So I didn't even know there was like mini explosions involved in that too.
Yeah.
They came later on. They were.
Is there candy inside of it?
No, it's usually a little toy or a puzzle.
Toy, a joke, and a hat.
Yeah, toy, joke, and a hat.
Okay. Well, again, that's nice. I think it's fun to see that, but we don't have that here.
Okay, you're probably not accountable for all the stuff that gets put into landfill anyway, so that's probably a good idea you don't have them.
Well,
they've got really boring now, the crackers, because they're all like, oh, we're not going to put foil on them, we're just going to make them all paper.
Oh, because the
toys. Oh, we've got to be like really responsible, so we're going to give you like paper-based cardboard toys. No, I don't want that.
You know who I think should be beheaded is the person that came up with paper straws.
Oh, yeah, horrible.
Yes,
they
I agree.
stick to your lips. They go mushy.
Saving the environment. I don't care if 1,000 dolphins have to die.
Do you know what, though?
I want my plastic straw.
It's so funny. I'm not condoning the plastic straw, but on the side of some of our drinks, you have the paper straw in a cellophane wrapper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's the logic in that?
Joe, I'm going to test because I can't believe I remembered that you don't have crackers. We've got to introduce our lovely audience across the pond and elsewhere, perhaps non-UK, of the joy of trying to guess the answer to a Christmas cracker joke. So I'm going to give you 3. Okay. Right. So, what do you get if you eat Christmas decorations?
Humbug?
Oh, I know.
Amanda?
Tinselitis?
That's the answer?
That's the gag.
But I said humbug. You couldn't get a humbug?
No, tots
No, because
like...
it's about decorations.
What do you get if you eat Christmas decorations?
Eating Christmas decorations, because you got tonsillitis.
You get tinselitis.
Okay.
Tinselitis.
This is totally unfair.
This is going to be a great.
Since Amanda knows the answers.
I'm determined to do the other 2. What do they sing at Snowman's birthday? Ooh, I might have foxed Amanda here. Okay. Not keep you hanging, because we'll be here all day.
Happy birthday.
Freeze a jolly good fellow. Freeze a jolly good fellow.
We don't sing that at Happy Birthday.
Freeze. Yeah, but Freeze a jolly good fellow.
No, but we don't even sing For He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
Yeah, but neither do we. But
yeah, it sucks.
Dear, good God, this is right.
Another crappy joke.
More. All right. What do frogs wear on their feet?
No. Flippers?
It's got to be something about slippers, hasn't it?
Open-toed sandals.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad we don't have those things.
What?
Open-toed sandals. Toad.
Oh, toad.
Jeez. Right, okay.
But frogs and toads are different.
What do Santa's little helpers learn at school? The alphabet. Just things like that. Anyway.
Well, that's funny. That one's cute.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. I'll send you some more anyway.
That's all right.
Well, so there's the difference. Joe, sorry, over to you.
What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
joke.
Well, I tell you what. Should we? Yeah, in fact, tell us a joke in a similar vein of that. Go on.
I can't be put on the spot with something like that. All I can do is defend A Christmas Story. That's why I'm here.
Okay, that's
not to tell jokes.
Okay, what's the joke?
What does a perverted frog say?
I know it.
I don't know. What?
Okay. Rub it.
Love it.
Rub it.
That's not. What does that have to do with Christmas?
It doesn't. It's a joke.
Okay, Joe, last one. How'd you get a Japanese cartoon character onto a bus?
I don't know. What?
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Oh man.
Wah,
Right.
wah, wah,
Okay,
wah,
right. Enough of this.
wah.
Hopefully, we put a smile on somebody's face just because of how bad this particular last 5 minutes have been.
Yeah,
But
anyway,
anyway,
we lost loads of listeners.
I can't wait to
Oh
get back
my
into the other 3 things I've got about, because you won't believe one of the ones that they do in the US and we would never do here.
What?
But anyway, we'll get to those. We'll
Oh.
get to those. Should we do roll call? Because this is going to be quite interesting. Should we go to roll call?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Okay, roll call. Here we go.
Roll call.
It's a bit lean. And Joe, you might be able to help fill in some of the gaps here. Let's do some of the ones that we do know about. The most famous person in this film is Melinda Dillon.
Hmm.
Do we agree on that?
Who is
Melinda
that?
Dillon, famous for Close Encounter of the Third Kind.
Oh, that was the mum, was it?
Yeah. She hit a high point, obviously, just 3 years before this, playing Woman with Balloon in the Muppet movie. But she was in a Muppet movie. She was with Paul Newman in Absence of Malice. Just to finish it off, because there isn't much more, she was in Bigfoot and the Hendersons, although you called it Harry and the Hendersons. God knows why. Bigfoot and the Hendersons.
Because he was Harry. He was.
You know what
Harry.
you're getting. Harry and the Hendersons could be, they've invited some homeless guy in or
You
something.
can tell by the posters and the trailers what we were going to get.
How about
And they
you just
called
put
him
Bigfoot
Harry.
and the Hendersons, and oh, wait a minute, it's a family called the Hendersons and a Bigfoot.
I mean, you usually dumb down your movies and literature for us. This is dumbing down our movie for you.
Okay.
Bigfoot and the Hendersons, where it was called Harry and the Hendersons because he was Harry and he was on the posters. You could put 2 and 2 together that Harry is a Bigfoot. I'm sorry. We don't need to spell it out.
Well,
Bigfoot and the Hendersons.
but there you go. I don't need a poster. Brilliant.
All right.
Wonderful.
Anyway.
She played.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Lastly, very quickly, she played Mrs. Steve Rogers' mother in the Captain America film, the ill-fated one in the 90s.
Oh, that's a
yes.
rough one. Are you going to say Chris Evans? I don't
No.
remember seeing his mother.
And Magnolia, she was in, and everyone's good in Magnolia, so I've got to give her that.
I got to say one thing about her, and it's kind of weird. I think I saw this when I was about 17, and I was attracted to her in this movie. I don't know why. I was, yeah. There's something about her, especially when she had that Harlequin outfit on. I thought she was. I don't know. I thought she was pretty hot. She was the hottest person in that movie. Hottest girl in that movie.
She was the only woman in that movie.
Or the teacher.
No, the teacher.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
The teacher looked like the one from, what's that one that you guys like? Matilda.
Oh,
Not
Mrs.
as bad.
Trunchbull. Yeah. Darren McGavin, who played, well, I've called myself Old Man Hal. He's called Hal, isn't he? That's his name.
Well, why do you call yourself Old Man Hal?
Because he's called the old man.
No, but why do you call yourself that?
Because he's called Hal. Because everyone refers to him as Hal. In the movie.
understand that, but why do you said I call myself that?
On the podcast, we will change our names. You have over a Joe Buck.
Oh,
We've
okay.
got Mother Parker and Old Man Hal.
I didn't see
Jeez.
that. Okay, sorry.
Right. Sorry. For those that have listened to us for many years. Yeah, we changed our names for the video.
I thought like Amanda called you that around the house, and I was like, that's weird.
No.
Yeah, she just calls me Old Man. she drops the Hal. It's fine. So Darren McGavin, not a lot, really. He was also in Captain America. He played a general in Captain America. He was the bad guy in Raw Deal, and he was Brian Madison, the billionaire father of Billy Madison, the famous film with Adam Sandler. That's it.
Yeah, I'm sure you would like that.
Well, Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore I put on the other day. Man had never seen it. She's
She liked it.
Yeah. The golfer.
I
Do you
remember.
remember the guy that could hit with the hockey stick? He could
Oh,
hit the
yeah.
golf ball with a hockey stick. Yeah. The guy Peter Billingsley that played Ralph, the little guy with the big glasses. He didn't do an awful lot, but he's quite a famous producer. So he ended up producing Elf, Four Christmases, and Iron Man,
Did
of
he?
all things. Yeah.
So this is an interesting fact. I don't know if you guys know this.
Okay.
He's really good friends with Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn, but I don't know if they grew up together or whatever. But I think they formed a production company together. And when he did Elf, he was one of the characters in Elf. He was the lead elf that was always scolding. What's his name? Elf. I can't think of his. Yeah, I can't think of the character's name.
Okay.
But anyway, he was the boss elf, and he also Jon Favreau was in that movie too. So that's the whole connection. They're very close, the three of them.
Well, unfortunately, from his directorial debut was only 2 years ago. He directed Couples Retreat with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, and for that, he blotted his copybook. That is an awful film, and the fact they made a sequel shows just how bad the society's become with watching films.
Oh, really? There was a sequel?
Ugh.
Oh, was that? Did that one have Vince Vaughn in it?
No, none of them did. Oh, well, I don't think Couples Retreat was Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
No, but I remember there was a movie about a bunch of couples that went to like a tropical island, and I think Vince Vaughn was in it. I'm not sure.
Oh, he might have been in it. It's just, it's dreadful. Do you know that? I'm just going to interject here slightly. I had loads of things we need to do. We turned off the TV, and we put like normal TV on, and it just so happened that Pride and Prejudice came on, and I sat there and watched it for 10 minutes, and I went, this has got a really good story. And so the things that I needed to do, I was like going, I wonder what they're going to do. I wonder how they're going to react and all this sort of thing. And within 10 minutes, I was captivated. And I was like thinking, you don't get that these days. You don't get good stories.
Which Pride and Prejudice was it?
The one with Keira Knightley and
I love that movie. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
movies.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's very cinematic. It's got a lot of
I love it. That's what I picture
picturesque
England to
English
be.
scenes,
I love that time period, and the music is just really good, and it's very well cast.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at all of this dross and rubbish that's coming on Netflix and Amazon Prime and Disney, everything, and you're like, occasionally something comes up, and you go, "That was a really good film," and you go, "That," but it's so rare these days. You used to have loads of good films to deal with. But anyway, I'm getting off the point.
Roll call, babe. Roll call.
The guy that played Schwartz, Flick, he went on to do Drumroll, Doll Killer 2, and Normal Terror. And then they all came back to do A Christmas Story Christmas, which looks dreadful. In fact, it looks,
I saw it. It was awful.
Yeah, looks like Home Alone 3.
Yeah,
it's like, I know that it exists now, but I have no intention of ever bumping into it.
No, it was worse, because I wouldn't mind seeing Macaulay Culkin come back and play Kevin again. This just didn't work with him playing Ralphie. It just didn't work.
Right.
But this guy, Scott Schwartz, he also did The Toy, which was
kind of okay. The one with Richard Pryor.
Yeah, and Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason, which again you couldn't make today. So
no. But he was the boy, that got the toy.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed that bit then.
And he couldn't find work after he was once he grew out of being a child actor. And I think he started doing porn.
Well, do you know, I'm not saying the porn avenue is par for the course, but this film was gifted with nobody really having a successful time afterwards. There should have been a shoe-in, even if people caught it later, 3-4 years when VHS took off and everything. Suddenly, these people should have been, oh, we need him. What's they doing now? And nothing. This story might be the best story I'm about to tell you. and it's very quick, but in roll call history, R.D. Robb, who played a character called Schwartz, made a film in 1995 called Don's Plum, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. And DiCaprio and Maguire ended up suing the producers of the film because they went, we don't want this shown anywhere because you said that it was going to be a short film rather than a feature-length film. So they successfully sued the producers. However, in 2016, there was an online campaign to release the movie. Does anyone want to guess what the website was called? Oh, you'll kick yourself for not telling me. But the film was Don's Plum, so that's a clue. www.freedomsplum.com which sounds like you need to okay, well, I thought I'd get a better reaction than that, but
it's too bad Dom wasn't here.
Well, exactly. Dom would find that hilarious. Free Dom's Plum, Don's Plum, and in 2022 the producer will just email you the film to anyone that asks for it now. So pretty much that's what's happened. The rest of roll call, don't know, like Chief Burgo in Zootopia, do know, don't care.
Well, Gene Shepard, he was the one that did the narration, and he plays the older Ralphie. He actually did a couple of movies where he narrated over it, and I guess it was either Ralphie or some other character. But he wrote the story, A Christmas Story, and he wrote a lot of other stories. So he was somewhat a popular American author. But I think that what makes this movie work for me anyway is the narration. I really think he did a good job, with his voice. It was very fun and very heartfelt, and when you think of an adult, you normally don't think of someone talking like that. And I think if this didn't have a narration in it, I don't know if it would have done as well as it did.
Okay. That's it for roll call. There really isn't a lot more to say, but I thought Freedom's Plum would get a bit more of a laugh. Maybe he did at home. Who knows? But right, onto the film then. Where to start? Well, the story is about basically a kid wants a gun for Christmas. He wants a BB gun. Is that the best way to call it? It's BB gun?
Yeah, Red Ryder BB gun or something like that. Yeah.
That's what he wants. He spends the entire film asking for it, and all you see is a series of, as I say, sometimes connecting, sometimes not connected at all, things that happen, and then he ends up getting the gun. Is that the film? Is that roughly it?
Yeah, but it's a lot more interesting than what you're making it out to be.
No, I mean, I know there's things in the middle of it. There's things that I really don't understand.
Well, I did want to say, again, this happened to me. Like, when I was a kid, this was way before this movie came out. I was still in, feetsy pajamas, whatever you call them over there, where pajamas, where, your feet are covered up. As a kid.
Baby clothes.
Well, I wasn't a baby,
Oh,
we
onesie.
Yeah, kind of like a onesie sort of thing.
Joe in a onesie. It's all coming out.
Yeah, we only really had them when you were tiny, like a baby. Onesies only really kind of got popular about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe I might have been 4 or 5 years old or something like that,
Okay.
And I knew going to the bathroom was almost impossible in that thing because it was like a straitjacket. I was always pissing myself.
Delightful image there, Joe. Thanks,
Lovely.
Matt.
Yeah, well,
really
I didn't ask for it. It's like they put me in a friggin' torture chamber.
At 5, you didn't have a. Basically, you couldn't say yes or no to it. At 5.
Well, maybe that's why I say it was probably especially I couldn't say what the hell I wanted to wear in my house. It's just seeing the stuff I wore in grade school. This is awful. Yeah, I mean, well, I wore a uniform in grade school, but I'd always like get the worst shoes. Everybody would make fun of them, and I'd get like the cheapest jackets. It was a horror show. And in high school, oh God, the disco era, oh my God,
NHS classes.
Was it a catastrophe in the clothing department? Was it, Joe?
Yeah, it was. It was just awful.
Oh.
Absolutely. And my mother didn't know how to wash clothes. So she always, she'd wash clothes, put them in the dryer, put them in with everything. And I'd always get balls on my clothes, like on my cotton shirts. And people,
Yeah, that's definitely not how you clean them.
and people would like pick them off of me in class,
Oh, right. Sorry. Right. Okay. Sorry.
A little cut. What are you cutting?
No, I just thought, when she's washing the clothes with balls, that usually doesn't clean them very well. But yeah. Can I just ask one question?
Go on. Yeah, but I never finished my story. Sorry,
okay.
I kind of want to finish. I got into the onesie thing, right? So anyway, what I did was I kept writing to Santa Claus, and I drew him this really nice picture, of him, and and I said in my best penmanship, it's like, can you please get me an electric train set with a tunnel? I mean, that's all I want. It's like, you don't have to get me any other present. That's all I want. I just want this. And I sent it to him.
How?
Early by mail. I mailed it to the North Pole, put a stamp on it.
You didn't go past your mum?
No, I went to the mailbox and mailed it. I mean, she might have walked with me there to the mailbox.
She didn't know what was in the letter?
Oh, she knew it was in the letter. But she let me mail it anyway. Well, that's what, kids would mail letters to Santa Claus, put it in the mail.
Yeah, the trick is you got to tell your parents, though, what's in it. Can't say, I can't tell you.
Well, they knew.
Only Santa can know.
No, they read it. It's like I says, how does this sound? Because again, at that time, I thought Santa Claus brings all the presents. And they kept saying, it's like, well, I don't think you're going to get it because it's electric and, you're too young to play with electric trains. So, you're really not going to get it. And I think I wrote him another letter, that said that I'll be careful with the trains. And they didn't really know about that one, and I mailed it to him, and I was just like, just praying. It's like, please, that's all I want. I just want electric trains. That's all I want, And then the day of Christmas comes and open up all my presents, and there's no electric trains there.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I didn't complain. I got like a football or whatever, or a football helmet. And, I was just grateful that I got something. And then, about an hour later, my mother said, there's something in the tree there, and she got up and she looked, she says, it's addressed to Joseph, and so she gave me, the thing, the letter, and it said, Dear Joseph, I know you wanted something special for Christmas, but it was so big that I wasn't able to bring it, up to where the tree was. I wanted you to thank your father because he helped me put it together, but there's something waiting for you downstairs, So it was just very similar to A Christmas Story.
Oh, no, don't gloss over that bit. That's great.
Yeah. I'm glossing over it. Oh, yeah, there was a train set when I went downstairs.
Right. Exactly.
Is it all assembled?
All assembled.
That's amazing.
Not only that, wood paneling, nailed to the wood paneling. The track was nailed to the wood paneling.
Oh, God, I bet those owls had been well busy getting that ready.
Well, but Santa Claus said that my father helped put it together.
Yeah.
So
I thought the letter from Santa in the tree, when you were going to open it, it was going to go, read your second letter, Joe. I don't fucking believe you. Which is basically like, you're not going to be careful. You ain't getting anywhere near it.
Like, will you just leave me alone? It's like you're on the naughty list anyway.
Every kid says they're going to be careful. Do you know how many accidents they have with my presents? It's ridiculous. So no, you're not having an electric train. Brilliant. Oh, excellent. Okay.
And that thing was dangerous, let me tell you. I don't know how I didn't burn the house down. It
Well,
really was.
I got a start. My greatest present when I was about the same age was it went round. It was the USS Enterprise, which had a hook on the bottom, and basically you had a remote control. Remote was wired, and it lifted the Enterprise up and down.
Oh, I remember that. My friend had
Oh
that.
yeah. And so it would hook the things on, and then you had to put it in a basket. Hours of fun, hours and hours and hours of fun with that, and that was one of my greatest Christmas presents. Until my mum went out when I was 8 on a rainy Christmas Eve night, and she went and dropped £449 on an Atari 2600.
Oh wow, that's nice.
A lot of money. And then we woke up to Space Invaders.
Great.
Invaders. That's amazing. Right.
But,
Cool.
but I was gonna say with that train set, the transformer got so hot. It was like, you could fry an egg on it. It was so hot, and it would cause like the fuses to go out. I mean, it was not a very safe gift.
It was worth it though.
It was. Yeah.
You end up being careful.
A bit like
you
the
didn't,
plugs in the film. They're all
Oh yeah, and
on
I'm
top
still
of one
like
another.
that. I must have like so many plugs going into one outlet.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That size.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Yeah. So the question that I wanted to like sort of kick off, because I think this is going to just be a discussion, sort of random discussion, because the things I really don't understand. I know you've got a few, Amanda, that you were just hoping that Joe could provide some background on. They don't want him buying the gun because it's going to take his eye out.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back and watched that little bit. His mum and dad are resolute on that. They are both in the same camp. He's not getting a gun because he's going to take his eye out. Cue to him getting the gun at the end of the film. The dad's and the mum's like, "Why has he got the gun?" "Oh, well, my dad bought me one and everything else." Mate, if you were always ever going to buy him a gun because it's a family tradition, why did he go through all of that hell?
Well, first of all, I think he probably decided at the last minute that he was going to get him the gun because he knew that the son really wanted the gun, and he knew he was going to be disappointed, come Christmas if he didn't get that gun.
Well,
But plus there would be no story. It's not like he's not going to tell Ralphie that he's getting him a gun because Ralphie's still under the impression that Santa Claus is bringing the gun, not his parents.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, okay. Well, if Santa can see everything, he would have seen how he acted in the film, which I know was one of your points that you raised, Amanda, which is the fight that they have. Yeah,
That was brutal.
pretty
That kid would have been dead.
The beating that he gave him, he just did not stop. It was worse than the Cray movie. Seriously, just like, oh my God, he is going to stop now, isn't he? He's going to no, he's going to carry on.
Carries on.
He's going to carry on. Oh, and he's going to carry on a bit more. Oh, and a bit more. Okay, right, yeah, okay. Oh, and still not stopped. Yeah, okay. And now he's like not even registering that he's hitting this poor lad.
Yeah.
And you're like, seriously, that guy would have had brain damage. In reality, wouldn't have a face left. And then like his mum comes along, picks him up, shakes him, and then takes him home. Doesn't even look after the kid on the floor. You're like, oh my God, I don't know what impression that's given their child, given Ralphie.
That's called a sociopath.
Well, but you also have to understand the time too. Back in the 40s, they would have done that. It's like, I think that she would have taken her kids home. That would be the first thing that they would do. And she probably saw it's like, yeah, this kid's bloody, but he's bigger than him, and it's not like he's dying.
He's doing like an Apollo Creed in Rocky IV on the.
He wasn't twitching. He was
Well, yeah, but
He would have been.
She didn't even check. She didn't even check, and they want to give this kid a gun. This is a really good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good
I wonder
Lord.
what he grew up to be. Yeah.
Next year he wants an axe,
Mm.
chainsaw.
It's just there's just things in that don't
Doesn't
make
feel very
sense.
Christmassy.
It's not very
Christmas
Christmassy.
beating.
She eats soap. She makes Ralph eat soap, and then she eats soap. She says, "I wonder what it tastes like." It tastes like eating soap, basically. It's exactly
you
how
guys
you would
ever
think
had-
it would be.
Did
No.
you
No,
never had that in America?
Wash-
We did.
wash
your
In
mouth.
England.
we had wash your mouth out with soap and water, but
No one
nobody
ever did
actually
it.
ever did that. No,
No, we had it done to us.
you actually did
What?
that. You actually had to
Mhm.
hold a bar of soap in your mouth.
I didn't have to hold it, but you might have had to have hold it back in the 30s and 40s. You know, that's why they may have
Lord.
punished you. But like they would like put the soap in your mouth, you know, and just really quick like wash it, and then you'd have the taste of
Oh.
soap in your mouth like for most of the day.
Yeah, because caustic soda in your mouth is like really healthy, isn't it? Yeah.
What is it called?
Caustic soda is what goes into soap in the 40s.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not good for you at all.
It's going to burn.
We should
Well,
do a, we should do a spin-off podcast: Victorian children versus the kids in the 40s in America. I'm not sure Victorian will walk it, as most people would say, because good lord.
well, back in the
I'd
40s,
rather get beat with a
50s,
cane.
you know, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, pregnant women were smoking cigarettes and drinking martinis like it was nothing.
Because doctors
you
were
know?
telling them to,
True
Joe.
here.
Because they had adverts, because the doctors were paid by pharmaceutical companies in order to by the tobacco companies in order to flog a product. They don't do that anymore. They're all squeaky clean. They don't take funding from anything at all
No
these days.
farmer news here.
No, nothing to see here. Let's move on. They're all full of integrity and fully researched products.
Well,
Anyway,
well, maybe the doctors told them to wash their mouth out with soap too. You know, it's good for them.
well, what is that? It's going to stop them from swearing. It's just that's like, oh. It's like
No, that
feeding
it's
a dog.
harmless. Like
horrible.
it's going to taste horrible, but it's harmless for them. Like the castor oil stuff. I never had that.
So we had, until about probably 10 years ago, dogs used to have a collar on, right? They used to have an electric collar, and it used to shock them into producing the right sort of behavior, right? And everybody that used, my dad used one, and I just went, "Are you kidding me?" And with the three, myself and my two sisters went to him and said, "Stop using this. This is barbaric. You know how to train dogs. You don't need anything like this." And it soon went. But they were so popular until somebody turned around and went, do you think it's a really bad idea to like inflict willful pain on these animals? And it got banned overnight.
We still have it over here.
You
Do you?
used to have shockable dog collars?
We have it like they wear these collars, and instead of like if you don't have a fence, like if they try to go past that barrier, you know, it
It's like
shocks them.
it's like the running man.
Yeah, it's like I mean, and it shocks them. It's like they'll be running, and then all of a sudden it stops in their brakes, you know, and they know not to go past that area. So that
Oh
still
my
exists.
God, that's horrible.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm surprised PETA hasn't really gotten on people's asses about that.
We used to have something called choke chains for dogs.
Yes. They were
Remember
pretty
those?
horrible. Yeah.
They were metal, and you kind of like looped it round on itself. So, and then put it on the lead. So when you pulled the chain, it literally
It's
choked the
throttled
dog because the chain would go tight, and then when they were behaving, it would loosen off. But they got banned.
Yeah.
I remember my uncle, he lived upstate, and he had a neighbor next door, and they had 2 floors, and they had a deck that was like a 2-story deck, and they put a collar on their dog, you know, so it could stay outside, you know, on the 2nd floor, and but it slipped through the cracks, and we started hanging like by its neck.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, we saved it, didn't die, but it was
Oh,
kind of a funny thing to see in a little bit of a way.
For all those people tuning in for a delightful reflection of Snow and Frosty the Snowman and all this.
He
sort of thing.
survived.
Beatings,
This
dog
is getting-
abuse.
It's
He'll
gonna
know
be,
better
pretty
from
much.
now on.
Oh. And I might as well introduce this into it. The other 3 things that I've got, the difference between the US and the UK. Why not introduce this one? They have electric sockets in the bathroom.
What?
Proper electric sockets.
You have electric showers in the bathroom.
Oh, it's all protected. It's all
Protected.
insulated.
Yours are open. In fact, your sockets
The
don't
only
even
electric
have
sockets
an
we
on and
have-
off switch.
Are for shavers.
Yes, that's it.
Well, again, you've been over to the United States. You had to have seen that.
No, in hotels.
I
Like when you go to
haven't for
hotels. Yeah, you know.
Hotels have got open plug. Basically,
Yeah.
if I chuck
You know,
water
plug a
into
radio
this,
or hairdryer in the bathroom.
Well,
Loads
yeah,
of water.
a lot of people die that way. You know, it's like that's how people commit suicide.
oh come, oh ye faithful. Sorry, I just wanted to lift the spirit up slightly with the people committing suicide. I know.
So what do you? I mean, basically, would you use a hairdryer when you're drying your hair?
You don't have. You use it. Usually, a hairdryer, if you go in, is all plumbed in. Is basically you can't.
It's all sealed unit.
Sealed,
if there's a hairdryer in the bathroom in a hotel, otherwise it's a plug in the bedroom.
You never take the hairdryer into the bathroom or
Anyway,
the radio. Anyway,
after many years of living through that, I haven't even come close to being electrocuted. So I think
it sounds like you're
okay.
just playing the averages, Joe, rather than
yeah,
rather than
millions of
actually...
people have been playing the averages.
Wow. Well, what a risk. Number 2 on the list. You don't have the concept of a round. You buy individual drinks. Is that true? If you go out with a group of buddies, like the 6 of you, you all go and buy your drinks. You don't go, oh, it's my round.
I was going to say,
and I go and buy my drink and 5 others.
I was going to say, where was this in A Christmas Story?
No, but I just thought.
No, there are a lot of times. No, we'll buy rounds, but a lot of times, if it's expensive, we'll just say separate tabs.
Let's remember that.
Separate tabs.
Separate tabs.
Yes.
So you don't even have the concept of a kitty?
Yeah, a kitty.
Like
you have a kitty?
Like a pussycat? Baby pussycat?
No. Nothing to do with cats or pussy.
No, I know you're talking about a kitty. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, and I never would do that. Like my friend would buy, one time we went out to this bar and we went out with people from work and he'll say, I'll charge it all on my credit card, and then just pay me before you leave. So I guess he charged up about $500 in drinks and he got $300 back from everybody, where people just left, never paid him back. They just got multiple drinks. So yeah, I don't see the problem of saying, that's why I hate to buy rounds. I mean, you could buy a round, like if you buy a round and then you buy me a round, say there's like 4 people and there's, let's buy 4 rounds. Everyone has their go. But if there's like 30 people or 20 people,
oh yeah, it's not going to happen. No.
Then you split up into little smaller groups.
But what you do though is if you're on like a stag do or a hen do or something, or just out with your mates, you have a kitty. So everybody puts like, I don't know, 30 or 40 quid.
So no one's got cash. No one's got cash.
Okay, everyone puts some money in each, technically, and then you just pay out the kitty what everybody wants.
And so the kitty holder buys the drinks.
Yeah.
If it's on a stag do, there is a nominated kitty holder, and that kitty holder buys the drinks. He goes up to the bar, he orders the drinks, he makes sure everyone's got a drink. It's fine. The kitty holder usually gets a bonus in some way.
Really?
Which is when the kitties dwindle down, if the kitty's not going to be replenished, he basically gets what's left in the kitty. And sometimes that can be up to like 16, 17 pounds, in which case he can say, fine, I'll pocket that. That usually happens at the end of a stag do, because on Friday night the kitty just rolls over to the next one. But usually they'll buy them something, an extravagant drink, an 18-year-old scotch or something like that. That just to say thank you for doing that for the whole day.
Nah, it's usually people screw over the person that's paying everybody.
Never. No, never.
They just take advantage.
Kitty
of
holder is revered in
but the kitty holder it's not their money; it's everybody's collective money. So you're not screwing the kitty holder over because they've paid in.
And then the problem is too, like people will sometimes when they drink a little too much and they get drunk, they're like, "I paid you," and they never paid them. So yeah, I'm all for separate checks, separate tabs.
Boo.
What's the What's the third one?
And the last one is, if you pay by credit card, without fail, they take the credit card away and then bring it back.
Why?
Joe, is that true?
Yes, that's true. What's the problem with that?
So the credit have it in your
credit card goes out of your sight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, then they start going on Amazon and just buying whatever they want.
Well, they could take
Auditor
a
alert.
photograph of it.
Auditor alert. Yeah.
No, I mean they have to like basically scan it, but the device to scan it is like in the bar or it's somewhere else.
No,
It's
you
not at
go
the
with the
table.
credit card,
Oh, you go with the credit card?
Yeah.
No. We have the people bring the
or
machine
the
to your
device
table.
is portable, so it comes to you at the table.
They used to do that like back in the 70s. They would bring something and then you'd kind of like, and it like give you like
it's not like
an
that
ink
anymore,
copy.
Joe.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Electronic, you just tap it.
Oh, you tap it. Yeah. No, now they introduced like some of these places that I went to, and I do like it. It's basically, the waiter doesn't even give you anything. It's like this device, and you can play games on it while you're eating. And then when you're ready to pay your bill, you say, pay your bill. And then they give you a breakdown of everything that you ate. And then they give you each percentage of what tip is, like
Tipping. There's another thing that we.
oh, you don't tip?
No. Well, you have to tip. I mean, literally, I think the police turn up if you don't tip.
Oh,
Whereas
where you
over
are,
here,
where
we
I
go.
am. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, we do. Well,
no,
we'll tip if it's
there are
good.
There are times I haven't tipped. If I feel the service is bad, I don't tip.
What is the tip rate though? What percentage is it?
Well, now it's 20%.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a little crazy. It's like, when someone's really good, like I went out to a restaurant recently and it was like 15% was like only like $6 and I'm like, or $5. And I was like, oh, he was so good though. I feel bad not giving him more than just $5, but it would, yeah, it's sometimes people, I haven't actually, yeah, one time this happened, which is pretty funny. A bunch of us went out to lunch together from work, and there must have been 10 of us, and we were being such a pain in the ass to this waiter. And he said, look, this is what I'll do. I'll do this, and this, and he did so much for us. And then when the bill came, I paid in cash, everybody paid in cash. And when it was done, like he got a $3 tip and he just went off. Like he started screaming at us. And then my friend Rocco, who was may or may have not been involved in the mafia, he said, I'm coming back tonight. Talk to that guy. You don't disrespect me like that. And he goes, we don't have to give you any tip if we don't want to, So I don't know if that guy is sleeping with the fishes or not. I cannot confirm or deny that. But
When you went back, was he there? I mean, if he wasn't there, I think
I never seen him again. But he may have quit after us. Who knows?
Concrete shoes. No, concrete shoes at the bottom of the Hudson. Yeah. Right. Wow.
oh my
Okay.
God.
Oh, this is a cheery podcast. Anyone got any stories about days gone by sitting on Santa's lap? Oh no! Wait a minute.
Oh God, no.
Not those ones. Okay, back to the film. Why not? Why does when he imagines to get back his parents, why does he wish he's blind? That's
What
still
was
feel
that
sorry.
about?
Well, okay. Yeah, but so he wishes himself to be blind,
Is that for a sympathy vote or something?
Yeah. I would do that
but he's
too.
blind. You can get sympathy
I know,
in
but
another
when you're a
way.
kid, you're stupid. It's like I'll show them. I'll lose a leg or something like that and come back. I thought about things like that too. It's like like if I got punished or I get beat or something like that for doing something bad, it's like they'll be sad at my funeral. You don't want it to happen, but you imagine it. It's like, yeah, you're crying now. I don't see anything wrong with that. I thought that was kind of funny. Again, a lot of the things that happen in this movie happened to me. Where
Did you have dogs rampaging through your house?
No.
Who let the dogs in? I mean, seriously, how did they get in?
Ralphie left the back door open, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I missed that.
shot him. He shot the gun. It ricocheted and hit him near his eye.
Yeah.
And he made up this cock and bull story. It was an icicle because they didn't want them to know it was the gun, obviously. And then he'd broken his glasses. So then he went in. The door was open, and the dogs then came.
Oh, okay, I missed that
pounding in.
because that was totally random. That the
Yeah.
dogs all came in. Yeah, I guess I just didn't I don't see the Christmassy bits on it, and I guess that's probably what let it down for me, really.
It's Christmas from beginning. They're looking for a Christmas tree. Ralphie wants a Christmas present. They decorate the Christmas tree. Christmas Eve, they do
hang
whatever
on.
they do. What?
What was seriously okay? I don't know, right? Why on earth in the film does that leg lamp appear? Although he's won a prize. What? Excuse the language. What the fuck is that about? A leg lamp, and why does he think it's so amazing?
He puts it in the window. Yeah.
Because it's funny.
What?
You know,
What is
it's
that
just
about?
like he never really won anything big, and then all of a sudden he gets something, and it's crap. But to him, it's like the greatest thing in the world. No one else likes it,
It's
but
awful.
he just
But it
yeah,
takes
no.
up 20% of the movie.
It was kind of goofy. I mean, but again, I had seen stuff like that too, like where people would enter contests and they would win something, and then they're expecting something big and they get nothing, in the mail. But again, his mentality was like that he wanted to get something for free all of his life by entering these contests. He finally got something, and even if it was nothing to most people, it was the greatest thing in the world to him. I mean, I understand that. I thought that was kind of funny. And that Ralphie kept feeling it up. I thought that was funny too.
Okay.
And then the flat tire, that happened to me all the time. Like when I was a
Really?
kid. Oh
That
yeah.
time where he says fuck.
No, but there'd be times like when we'd be driving to my uncle's upstate, and then all of a sudden a tire would blow out, and then my sister and my mother would sit in the car, and my dad and I would have to go out and jack up the tire, change the tire. But it seemed like it happened like maybe once every 2 months. It was like a rite of passage too. Like after a while, when I was old enough, I was able to jack up the car and take the nuts off and all that.
Well,
What you guys never had flat tires?
yeah, but not every
just
2
call the
months.
AA.
Yeah.
Well, we had crap. Well, they never make good tires because it's like, why should they? I mean, there's no reason why you can't have a tire that lasts for forever. But it's like they want you to buy more tires. And, back in the 70s, it was worse. It's like, 4 tires for $20, and like, oh, what a deal. But then they'd blow out like a couple of months later. They don't care if you're going 80 miles an hour on the freeway and it blows out. It's just like, as long as it's a good deal.
Oh, see, they do over here. We have like standards.
BSI standards, yes.
Yeah, British standards.
Oh, you mean with
Yeah.
the tires?
Go BSI.
Oh yeah, they don't. They do and they don't. And it's like you can buy like a tire. It'll cost you $200 if you want, just for one tire. And then you can go to like one of the Walmart ones and get one for $19.99 or something like that.
What?
Or maybe $49.99. I don't know, but they're very cheap.
Okay.
But I was going to say too, like I was bullied too, like in school, and there was always this like bully on my block. And, like whenever you have a bully, like the weaker kids start to gather towards him, it's like, well, I want to be on his side, because, he's stronger than the rest of them. So there would always be cronies. And so like this one guy called me out, and he was bigger than me, and he was like pushing me. And then finally I had enough, and I just punched him, and I gave him an uppercut. He fell and he cracked his head open on the sidewalk, like on the curb.
Yeah. Go, Joe.
Oh, but then I was the villain. It's like, Joe almost killed Richie. He had to go to the hospital. He was in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and they're like,
You did it well then.
Yeah, exactly.
well, he never bothered me again, but
Clearly.
it's like, but I
Did
became
anyone else?
What's that?
Did anyone else bother you after that?
Not on my, well, yeah, later, yeah, as years went by, yeah, I still got bothered, Yeah, it's like, it was scary. I mean, I don't know if you guys had stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but again, you have
Yeah, yeah.
soccer hooligans. They look like they just don't go to soccer games and bully other sides. They probably bully people in school too. They're always bullies.
Probably. We've talked about bullying at great length. If you want to go back and listen to our Breakfast
Okay.
Club. Well, with a Breakfast Club, I think it was basically a confessional for me. So it was a pretty good podcast. That was back when we had when you had Taylor, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It was ages ago. Okay. So the last thing before we get to the scores, because I did think the dad is just a cantankerous drunk. Is that how he's supposed to be?
Was he a drunk?
Yeah, he was drinking all the time.
Was he?
I saw him drinking quite a lot. Yeah.
I just thought he was pissed off, wasn't happy with his work, whatever that was. Just wasn't
Well,
happy.
it certainly wasn't into antiques if you thought that light was any good, but certainly, yeah.
Anyway, I said I thought that his wife was hot. She could have done better. I'll just say. I thought she was hotter in that than she was in Close Encounters, and she was a lot younger in Close Encounters.
Oh, I thought she's better in Close Encounters, but anyway, that's completely different. But anyway.
What about the stuff with the tongue and the pole?
Oh god, it's just. It probably means a lot more to you than it does. I mean, have you known anyone to ever do that? What, tongue on a no?
No.
Well, it works, but then it's easy to get it off too. You just put hot
when we
water.
were kids, we just threw rocks at nonces that were in the park.
Nazis.
Nonces.
What were they? What are
Gay
nonces?
No, not gay. No. That's not the definition of nonce. Nonce is a guy, if he could have his way, would do things with little boys.
Oh,
yeah,
pedophiles.
But it was gay.
Pedophiles.
It wasn't. But it wasn't
Yeah, but it
necessarily
was
that they were
directed
gay.
at children.
Yes. No. Yeah, it was directed
No, it wasn't
at
necessarily.
children.
Genders of all genders. You didn't discriminate.
No, absolutely. But you knew who the nonce was, who the park nonce was, and when they came past in their long coat and stuff, which clearly they had nothing on
Really?
underneath. Yeah, he used to throw stones at them and get them away.
See,
That's what happened when I was 6.
really?
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. No, we never had that. It's like
You didn't have people that frequented playgrounds and parks.
never noticed them. I was too busy playing.
Hmm.
Then he'd come over and say, "I buy you an ice cream cone if you want one." Never got any of that.
Oh, sorry, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
What? Sorry, I wasn't good looking enough for the guy. No, I just don't think they hung out in my park.
No.
Okay. Well, it's good that you never did, but well. Anyway, that's a whole other podcast. So scores then. Amanda, let's go first with the score.
Oh,
Be fair, be kind. And Joe's stated his case, and he's made a good case for it.
yeah. I was going to be a bit harsh, but I'm actually going to give it a 5 because I think I'll probably watch it again and just see if I've missed anything.
Ooh, okay. Blunt to the point. Nice,
Still pretty
concise.
harsh. 5 is still pretty harsh.
Well, I was
Oh,
going to give
dear.
it 4.
That would have been harsher.
Crikey. You're going to hate my 3 then. I'm putting this firmly in the camp of Prancer of Christmas films that I will never ever watch again. Just put it in that nice neat box.
I
and tie it up
seriously.
with a nice bow and a little gift tag that says "Do not open ever again," and then leave that there.
Seriously,
And then
you're putting this in
I
the
just know that it
same-
exists. Yeah,
Same
I'm
category as Prancer.
Yes, both beloved films. Weirdly enough, both beloved films across the pond. We're over here. They're both. I found the film quite depressing. I didn't find it uplifting at all.
Prancer.
Which
They
one?
never play
Both.
Prancer over here.
Both. No. Oh, hi
Found
Joe.
that-
Oh, there's
Oh,
Mum.
hi Joe's mum.
Hello, Joe's mum.
Hey,
Hey.
hey. Your mum's great. Yes, don't tell her what score I gave it until I've got off. Yeah, I don't want her coming on and berating me and going, "How dare you?" That's one of our beloved classics. 3. Sorry. I didn't see anything endearing. I just saw it as a lot of disconnected things that just happened.
So what score are you giving it, Joe?
Crikey.
I would say as a Christmas movie,
5, a 3.
I would say as a Christmas movie, I'd probably give it a 9. As a Christmas movie, as a regular movie, I would give it a 7.
It's me. So it's
I know
averaging
it's
8.
What are you seeing that we're not in this? I don't get this.
Maybe
I
it's
told
just
you.
the whole thing about the similarities. And
It's the culture,
yeah.
you know, and it's also, we say this all the time. If you would have seen this with younger eyes, I think you might have enjoyed it more, you know, because it's mostly about kids. It's less about adults. And I think we were able to relate to all the kids that were in the movie. You know, again, we had that crap too. Like when, you know, I lived in New York and it would snow and we'd have to get bundled up and wear layers upon layers, you know.
I did find that quite funny where his little brother was just literally, he couldn't bend his arms or anything. That massive coat thing.
Yeah, and the younger you were, the more that they would bundle you up and you couldn't move, you know. And if you
fell
fell,
over,
you couldn't get up. You
Yes.
know? So,
I forgot. I did laugh once when he was trying to get at the turkey, because I do that. I try and every time Amanda cooks the
taste
meat,
test.
I
Yeah.
called it taste test, and I try and get in there to make sure
Ah.
it's okay. But I did like the fact that he kept going in and, oh, they're upstairs. Don't touch that turkey. I laughed.
What about the Chinese restaurant?
Oh God, that was
Oh,
pretty.
God. That was, yeah.
But is it racist though?
Culturally
Because
inappropriate how
That's
they
the
were
word.
speaking.
But is it though? I mean, I
It
still
is.
know I mean, not every Chinese person talks like that, but there are a lot of Chinese people that have
The
problems.
head Chinese guy didn't talk like that, but the rest of them
No.
did. That was,
But no,
oh, it's for comedic effect, was it?
well, there's comedic effect, but again, there are some that have difficulty pronouncing, is it R's? Or L's, and it comes out as R's. You know, it's not like, I don't know. People get offended by so many things nowadays.
I wasn't
like
say I was
where it's
offended. It just wasn't. It's
No,
just,
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying that in general, they get offended by things like that, even though, you know, they'll say, oh, that's racist, or that's, you know, cultural appropriation or something like that, where, you know, back in the 80s was great. That's why we love this podcast, is because you could do anything back
It
in
was
the 80s.
politically incorrect, wasn't it?
Yes.
The 80s. What I did think was quite comical was the Chinese restaurant frontage, how it was all lit up, because it was Bo Ling Chinese restaurant, but they'd actually got a bowling sign.
Oh, really? I
W
didn't notice that.
I missed
wasn't
that.
lit, so it was Bo Ling Chinese
That's
restaurant.
good. I like that.
So it was actually on the door as Bo Ling. Yeah, I thought that was quite funny.
Well, so a 5 from Amanda, a 3 from me, and I'm guessing a 9 and a 7 would average out at an 8. Joe?
No, I would not
Actually,
just give it a 7. I would give it a 7 as a movie.
7. No, I mean I can give it a score as a movie. I can give it a score as a Christmas movie if you want. It's 3 and 3. So yeah,
like Die Hard, I would give that as a movie. I would give that a 9.
yeah.
As a Christmas movie, I'd give it a 2 because it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
No,
Thanks, Amanda.
don't humor him.
Don't
Yeah, but this is
humor
a
him.
Christmas movie podcast, so I think you need to give it
Yeah.
a 9.
Die Hard was a 10 anyway. Anyway, right, on that note, so fine. Well, we are doing another Christmas film before we take a little break, not a big break, and then we're back with a dip into the 90s.
Yes, you'll be doing it without me because I won't be here.
Well, we're doing it without you for 2 reasons. 1, you're not here, and 2, even if you were here,
It's
Wild
Bill
Horses
Murray.
couldn't drag you to do a Bill Murray film.
Well,
Whereas,
I'll give you a hint. I've seen that movie a couple of times, and
oh,
the role of Charlie will be played by me next week or next time we do this.
oh
You're
dear.
giving it a
Right.
3.
Maybe. I think that movie sucks. I mean, personally.
Well, why I thought we were doing it because everyone kind of liked it.
Oh,
No, you
alright.
liked it. You liked it.
Right, okay. We might have to dip to the
Classic
WhatsApp then.
maybe do something else.
Maybe we could do something else.
Well, if Dom, is on the podcast and he wants to talk about it, that's fine. I don't know. I
Oh.
just,
I don't
I
mind
mean,
switching it.
that's got to be one of the worst Christmas movies for me. I mean, I never watch it during Christmas. I
You
mean, I
were-
watch it sometimes just to like say, well, maybe I was too hard. Nope, it sucks.
It's what? It's a great film.
Oh.
Bill Murray's great in it. It's got a good performances. What the
Oh,
hell
Bill
are you on
Murray.
about?
Oh, excuse me. Bill Murray is Bill Murray in it, which isn't great.
But it is great because
It's
Bill
not.
Murray is great.
It's not.
Anyway, listeners, you're hearing now on a Monday when I do the podcast and hopefully release it tomorrow because it's Sunday today. You're hearing that we might not be doing Scrooge because we might pick something else. I don't want something that is going to be everybody loves and adores, but at the same time, I don't want you griping about don't do this, don't do that.
Well,
That's not very Christmassy. We've done that
No.
in this one. It's fine. We've got our Christmas
You
angst
wanna-
out the way.
You don't want everybody to be just like kissing a movie's ass. You want debate,
True.
True.
True. Debate is good. As
So
this
it's
podcast has
it's
shown.
guaranteed debate right now because I know you love it and you know I hate
Does
it.
it have to be an 80s movie for Christmas or not?
No, we've done Home Alone 2, which was 92, and we've done Die Hard 2, which was 1990.
Oh, that's what I wanted to. I mentioned this before. What are your favorite Christmas movies?
Oh, okay.
Your number. Say if you go just live with one Christmas movie.
Oh, for me, it's a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Okay.
You don't like it, do you?
No, I'll try to watch it again this year, but
Yeah, there's two versions now, and it's hard to find the new version.
the new version's on Disney Plus.
It isn't because I fast forwarded through it.
Oh, really?
It doesn't have the song in it.
I was there last. Who cares? I mean, I saw this
The
song.
song makes it. The song makes
I
an
would
added.
cut it out.
No. Now that I've seen it, it's like Aliens director's cut. It's better.
Jesus.
Anyway, yeah.
What's
What's
yours?
mine? I don't know. Well,
Well, mine is Scrooge. I like the one with Albert Finney, and it's
Oh,
a musical.
really?
That's my favorite Christmas. I just watched
Oh.
it the other night too. It's just I love the music in it, and I love like. Would you consider that Victorian England back then?
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Can I
I just
go
love
with-
that time setting.
Come on, it's not
Can we
that
go with
hard.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation then?
You
Oh.
can.
Because genuinely, every time I watch that, I'm laughing and I know what's coming and it's Christmassy and it's, much that I don't like Chevy Chase in anything else much apart from him playing Clark Griswold. The bit with the lights and the next door neighbours and, the nuclear reserve being
The
pushed when
toilet.
he finally puts the light. Oh, it's just great. And a chemical toilet. And Randy Quaid. Beverly D'Angelo. Yeah.
It's funny. I don't think that movie is that great, but every time I watch it and I want to like it less, I start to like it more.
Yes.
It's a grower.
I've just got it
You
in
know what bothers
4K,
me?
Joe. So that's what I'll be watching in 4K.
What irritates me with that movie and the Vacation franchise is that the kids keep getting younger and younger.
Yep. Yeah.
They couldn't have gotten what's his name from The Breakfast Club.
Oh, Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah.
Couldn't have gotten him back.
I even like European Vacation, apart from the start of with the game show. I don't like.
I
that
always
part.
tell you though, that was something that did go on over here. Richard Dawson used to host Family Feud, and he used to make out with all the girls, and it was
Yeah, but
kind
she's
of a joke.
she's 12.
But
in-
yeah,
it-
that's the funny part, like
Right,
they
okay.
can, because it was a National Lampoon. It was a little dirty.
All right. Okay.
And, but in the
And it-
previous movie, she was older in
Yeah.
the previous movie. So
Yes,
maybe,
yeah,
maybe
she
he got
was.
confused. Oh, I'd have definitely done that with Beverly.
Was that his defense? I was
Angelo.
confused.
Anyway, there we go. That's the end. So I don't know what we'll be doing. We might have a little bit of discussion. We may end it doing Scrooge, but whatever we do, we'll have some Christmas cheer at the end, and who knows, we'll probably have a Christmas drink in front of us. How about we do
Yeah,
it?
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have
We should-
Christmas jumpers on or something, or some hats.
Oh yeah, Christmas jumpers then next time. Right,
I'd say you
that's
can
what
all
we're
pull
gonna do.
some crackers, but I won't be here, so
I've already pulled the cracker, and she's here.
What's a jumper? Like a sweater?
Jumper.
Sweater. Okay.
Is it really hot where you are?
Yes.
Oh,
Christmas cracker
sweaters
joke.
aren't the thing then.
What
You
do you
got a
get?
t-shirt or a hat? Santa
No,
hat?
I have a Christmas. I have a Santa hat. I have a Christmas
There you go. Wear that then.
shirt. Yeah,
What'd you
no,
get?
they do sell. They sell ugly sweaters, ugly Christmas sweaters.
It's not
yeah.
ugly, but mine's not ugly anyway.
No, I'm
Um,
not saying yours is, but they over here that's a popular thing. Like the uglier the better, you know.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
the gauntier, you know.
We have a charity day in December where everybody wears Christmas jumpers to raise money for charity. It's a thing now.
I've got a great Star Wars one. I might wear that one. What do you get, Joe, if you cross a kangaroo with a sheep?
A sheeparoo.
A woolly jumper.
You know, I wouldn't have gotten that. You
He
know,
doesn't
it's
know what a
like-
jumper is. He wouldn't get
We
it.
just told him
'cause
what a
you-
jumper
Yeah,
is.
you told me
That's
like
why I'm
30
setting him
seconds
up.
ago, but
Oh,
it's
I'm
like,
setting him
doesn't
up.
work.
but
A
it's
woolly
too soon.
sweater.
A woolly sweater.
Hey,
What do you
oh,
get?
No way, like,
What do you get if you cross a sheep with the fat guy in a sauna? A woolly sweater.
Doesn't work.
I know. Like again, that Willie jumper one. I've had 24 hours to come up with the right answer, and you had a gun to my head. Would never get it. You know.
Well, you would have worked out that we were talking about clothing,
No.
and eventually you would have got to
No.
it and go, what are kangaroos famous for? The only thing that they're famous for is jumping.
Boxing.
I would never come up with
They
wool.
they don't do much boxing.
Kangaroo's punch.
Right, okay. On that note, kangaroo's punch. Let's say goodbye.
It's a woolly
Let's-
puncher.
A woolly punch. What do you get if you cross Sylvester Stallone with a sheep? a woolly kangaroo. No, wait a minute. Got it wrong. A woolly. Anyway,
Oh my god.
on that note, I'll bring some crackers, Joe. In fact, I will bring some crackers, and
I've got some.
we will transatlantically pull some crackers. And if
Okay.
only I can send you a hat.
You can do live joke telling from the
Yes.
crackers.
Yes, excellent. I'll get Dom to bring some crackers as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You could do a cracker break every
Yeah, let's get
5 minutes.
let's get plastered for this one. You know.
Yeah, I'm
And,
in.
Oh, I'm really annoyed I'm not going to be in it.
Yeah.
I'll get my favorite drink that gets me plastered really quick.
Excellent.
And,
We'll definitely do
What
screens.
is that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Right. Okay. Look, let's end on a cliffhanger. Right. So,
It's not eggnog then.
right. Christmas film next time. Another Christmas film, and then it's on to season 8. Wow.
Sounds
season
good.
8. Right. Say cheerio.
Cheerio.